The 24th of September is the global Eunice Kennedy Shriver Day. We in Special Olympics and Best Buddies call it EKS Day, a celebration of one woman's vision, one woman's legacy, one woman's continuing call to action. I'm Tim Shriver, and I'm proud to invite you to join us on 24 September in a celebration of playing unified all over the world so that we, in the Special Olympics and Best Buddies movements, can teach the world the power of living unified. Many, many years ago, my mother was born into a family with 9 children. One of her siblings, Rosemary, had a special challenge, an intellectual disability. And many times, my mother would tell me as a child how difficult it was to see Rosemary so often being excluded from groups as a young girl, being excluded from sports, finding it difficult to make friends and get along. That experience of that difficulty inspired her, motivated her throughout her whole life to end that exclusion, to end that stigma, to end the painful and unjust ways in which so many people with intellectual disabilities are put on the margins of society. And how did she do it? She did it by believing in us. She did it by believing in young people. She did it by believing in coaches. She did it by believing in teachers. She did it by believing in doctors. She did it by believing in scholars. She did it by believing that if she could simply tell us what a difference we could each make, how we could each find that sense within ourselves in which we are united with others, that we could each play just for a minute or two, just for an hour or two, just for a day or two, with someone who was sitting on the sidelines, that we too could share in that global celebration of unity. So on EKS Day this year, we're once again asking the world not just to remember my mother, but to live her vision. Not just to think of her as a founder, but to be a founder. Not to look to someone else to lead, but to be a leader. So we ask you, on the 24th of September, take a few minutes, play unified. Show people how to live unified. Join a unified sports team, or start one yourself. It doesn't take much to shoot baskets together, or to kick the soccer ball together with someone who has an intellectual disability. Try it on September 24th in celebration of EKS Day. Or maybe on that day volunteer at the local Special Olympics program, or coach in your community, or sign up on our fan page on Facebook or friend page on Best Buddies. Invite your friends to do the same. We have 3.7 million Special Olympics athletes around the world. Our goal is to have every one of them have a fan on Facebook. We need 3.7 million fans on our Facebook page. Share your story on that page. Share your pictures of unity and inclusion. Teach the world through your Facebook presence that you are on the team of the Dignity Revolution, that you are committed to ending exclusion and injustice in your community, one person at a time. We hope young people will do this in schools and outside of schools all over the world. Over 100 countries are participating in EKS Day. Every one of those schools, every young person, every time they play together, we're reminded that we must continue my mother's commitment to improve and transform the lives of people with intellectual disabilities, and just as importantly, the lives of each of us. For in playing unified, in living unified, we don't just change them, we change all of us. We build communities of hope and inclusion and respect. We end the fear of exclusion and stigma and humiliation. We create the possibility of a very different future where everyone is valued for the gifts they bring, and no one is forgotten. Eunice Kennedy Shriver believed that you can be a leader of that revolution, that wherever you are, your role is to lead. Please join me in celebrating that spirit and making this year's global EKS Day on the 24th of September a day that we will never forget. Thank you.